Excuse me. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2, test. I'm dark on camera. Oh yeah. Let's see if this is better. Hold on, I should have done this beforehand. Not that anybody's gonna join. Let's see. Probably nobody will join, which is fine. I'm trying to make it brighter. What am I doing? I'll just hold on, hang tight. I can't see anything. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mystic Village. I'm ill prepared as always. I need a flashlight. What tarnation? Okay. Let's see if this works. Anyway, here I am. Okay, that's better. Now you can see me. I'm back on attack. Bum, ba, da, ba, 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 da, ba. I just wanted to pop on. And hi Sandy. How are you? How you doing? You ready for the holidays? Holiday. I finally put my tree up. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Oh, there. As ready as you can be. That's better than nothing, right? I finally just put our tree up tonight, and my daughter helped and decorated. Everything's up. I wanna. I'd like to buy some Christmas garland or Christmas something to hang around the house. So if but I want to use it for next year. So if I find something I like, maybe we're hydrating. It's good for the skin. I gotta hydrate. I haven't had I haven't had water. It feels like in forever. I was drinking lots of tea and juice and hot tea, but not enough water. So we're doing the water cleanse. Um, oh my gosh, this Idaho case. I wanted to come on and talk about it. Is my audio okay? Uh, and I was on the fence about putting out a reading because I hadn't put out a reading in 8 months. And I just was like, should I do this? But I had read privately for myself. And I was like, okay. And I sat on it for a couple of days. And out of curiosity, uh, a lot of people are doing readings on this case. And I'm like, well, I'll throw mine out there. We'll just put it out there. So someone had left a comment earlier, and it looks like I can't find it now, but they mentioned, um, and I'm kind of hoping that they'll come up in chat. They might not, but they mentioned, I don't know, Sandy, if you've heard about this. They mentioned, I got the date in November. I kept, of course, The event took place on November 13th. But when I was doing my reading the second time, I kept getting November 15th. Like, it kept pulling me to that date, and I'm like, "I don't know why I'm getting this date." And someone in comments today left a comment in comments, that that was the birthday of some girl who was bullied by the victims, and they had a name, and I replied to them, "Well, tell me more about this person," and now I can't find the name, um, which is which is odd because I I don't know. There's a stink bug. We have stink bugs here in West Virginia. I don't know why, but from the get-go, I've had a strong female energy around this case, and I'm thinking, could a woman possibly have done this? That was my first thought. Like, could a woman possibly have done this? Take out 4 people by herself? Like, okay, so there's that. And I'm not saying it as a female, but I kept getting a woman. Not that this person that they bullied, of course, but I think the person that commented said that the girl, I don't know if she died after, I don't know what happened, but I'm confused. Anyway, whoever left that comment, I can't find it now, but there's more new info tonight. What's the new info? Yeah, I, I think that would be, I don't know. I had a strong male energy though too. There's just some energy of a woman that's present. This is almost becoming like, you know what this case reminds me of, Sandy? Whoever's watching those slasher movies in the 80s, like they come back for revenge in the middle of the night at sleepaway camp, and then it all kind of unravels, and you're like, holy moly, you never saw that coming. Something, what? Drug related with Maddie's dad and Santa's mom separately. Let's spill the tea, girl, because I don't know what these groups are talking about, if you're in groups and stuff, because I'm totally off Facebook. I did the Facebook cleanse. I deleted my Facebook after 14 years. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I've been telling everybody about it because I'm so proud of myself. It was hard to do. And so I'm totally like not in the loop. So, okay, okay, are some speculating that it's drug related because of the parents and somebody's taking it out on the kids because of what the parents were up to? My question is, who has money? I saw money in the reading. I've watched other readers who also were picking up on wealth or money. Maybe a couple of the families, all of the families. I mean, I don't know which. If anybody knows which family did Kaylee's parents have money? Like money kept coming up. Now I know that she showed up with a new car, so I mean, that doesn't mean that your family's wealthy, but somebody's wealthy. Like there's money. And there's quite a there's quite There's quite a few good readers on here who have tapped into the same energy. A few people have gotten the same cards, and so there's kinda like the same vein of energy that people are picking up on the same thing. Oh, yeah, the car. Okay, her car, 2016 Range Rover. Um, I just hope something comes about before the end of this year. I think it's gonna really shock a lot of people, um, whoever this is. And I feel like the police have, of course, they are telling, uh, they know way more than we do. But I just feel like it's gonna surprise people, and it feels like a Dateline story. Like there's more going on than we know about. Well, feel free to express yourself. Those who are watching, you're welcome to join chat. Don't be shy. It's just me and Sandy. And Sandy doesn't bite, or she barks sometimes, but she won't bite. Rawr, rawr. Um, you have a few scenarios. It's a lot to type. Well, just throw out like a word. Yeah, Sandy doesn't bite. She barks sometimes. Don't mess with Sandy. She mods for armchair too. She's moving on up, moving on up. She landed her dream job at armchair, so now but she faithfully comes to my chat whenever I come on live. Sandy's here. You're the last of the dying village. The village has died. Sandy, you're my ride or die. You're still here. The day the village died. Oh, we have to rebuild the village. Let's do this. Let's go into 2023 and rebuild the village. I might edit the stream or edit the title of this live and call it that. Oh, and I have something else to say that I kind of want to get off my chest. Here, I'm gonna um, rebuild the village. Rebuild Mystic Village 2023. I just I just changed it. Rebuild the Village 2023. Girl, don't feel bad about putting your MVVP up because all the ones in armchair are gonna be like, "What's that mean?" They're gonna think that means favorite person. VP favorite person, or that's an F. Oh my God. I'm tired. You don't know what I've done today. I've just been like, whew, whew, busy before dawn. Anyway, I'm running on empty. Um, yeah, let's rebuild the village for 2023. Let's rebuild it. Come on, y'all. Bring it back. It's all my fault, I know. I crashed the boat. I sank the ship. AD called you very important person. You said no, it doesn't mean. Oh my God. Very, yeah, it looks like very important person if you had a I in there. If you had MVIP, very important person. You are. You're the only one that's left. Everyone's jumped ship. Everyone's jumped ship. Is Armchair talking about this case at all? I have to go over there and introduce myself. Anyway, hello. Hello, Clarice. I'm here. Um, I'm kidding. What was I saying? I like Armchair. Um, I don't like all the Wiccan stuff, like, "Oh, Wiccans, Wiccans." I'm like, "What?" Uh, that kinda gets a little like, "Meow." But anyway, no, I like him. He's he's on a mission, I'll tell you that. He is, he's on a mission. So, anyway, those are my thoughts. Today's the portal, it's 12/12/22. Does everybody know this? I'm like, "Oh, it's the portal." So there's portal energy today because it's 12/12/22. It's all twos. It's all twos. Oh, yeah. I love Gray Hughes. I've said this multiple times. I still watch him. Um, I watch him on the TV now. Uh, Sitting in my lounge chair with my blankie, eating a Jello cup. I'm an old woman. She's an old woman now. Yeah, like the Lionsgate. The Lionsgate was kind of cool. Uh, I love Gray. Gray hates psychics, though. It's very well known. It's okay, though. It's understandable. I know. I don't take it personal anymore, even though when I'm watching them and they all go off about psychics in chat at least once a night. It's at least a nightly thing. Um, and I just like, okay, and just laugh. I like his feistiness, though. Yeah, it's funny. So anyway, uh, this whole case, I sense and feel um, that it's gonna shock some people. Kind of like when everybody found out about Richard Allen was Bridge Guy, and we're all like, finally, you know what I mean? There's so much anticipation right now. It's like it could be 20 different people. We're all losing our minds over here, like who did this? Because we all want to see justice. So, oh, I'm sure he is. Anyway, uh, so is everyone ready for Christmas? You ready for the holidays? Kwanzaa, Yule, New Year, however you celebrate, winter solstice. I like Christmas too. I just have fond memories of Christmas when I was little and when my daughter was little. And it's just, as you get older and then your family members get older, it's like you start to appreciate these moments, I think, more than you did when you were like younger in your 20s or 30s. Like, I'm very grateful to be able to, you don't know when okay, I'm becoming a Debbie Downer. You don't know when the last Christmas or the last Christmas, you don't know when Christmas will be their last. Anyway, And we're not doing that tonight. I'm not going down that road. I'm being Debbie Downer, but you start to cherish the memories, cherish the moments together. So I hope we get snow. I'd love to have some snow right now. It's cold enough to snow. It's 39 degrees here. Um, is it 39 degrees? It says 36. Okay, my computer says 39. Oh, 38. It's about, yeah. Did it snow? That's awesome. How much did you get? We haven't had snow yet. I think the storm that's coming this weekend, Sandy, is going to snow in your area. Hi, Carolyn. You live in Rhode Island. You had a little dusting. Wow, that's special. I like a little dusting. I wonder if you guys are going to get part of this storm that's coming this weekend. I haven't done an evening live, so like it's almost 9 o'clock here where I live. I haven't done one of these in forever. I was coming on during the day sometimes, but today is Monday. I like a Monday live. Maybe I'll start doing Monday lives around this time. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. I miss you guys coming on. We're going to rebuild the village. Okay, we're rebuilding the village for 2023. I took an eight-month hiatus. I just kind of dropped off the face of the world, and we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna rebuild the village, and slowly but surely, we're gonna do it. We're in this together. We're gonna rebuild it. Rebuild Mystic Village Nation. Psychics unite. All psychics welcome. I'm gonna say that. All psychics welcome. If you do true crime readings, if you're a reader and you're watching and you're just checking it out, join in chat. I'm I'm not gonna be like, so what do you do? I'm not like that. And we're all very happy and if you join. So join the village. Always open to meeting other people. Hi, Malia. If you build it, they will come. Yes, yes. If you build it, they will come. We're gonna do this. I miss you too. We all need to be part of a village. Malia's in the house. Malia, I was thinking about you today. I gotta take this off. I'm getting hot. I was thinking about you. Are you ready for Christmas? Where you are? I don't think you're getting snow where you are. We're just talking about snow. Snow. All we need is Tracy to come in and Rosie. And all my other mods. I don't even remember who's a mod. Jay-Z was a mod. Uh, Megan. Some nights we would just have all mods in chat. And we were just all hanging out. And whoever popped in. No snow in Florida. I didn't think so. Oh, yeah, Bama. She changed her name, though. She changed her name last time, and I can't remember what it is. But uh, if she watches or is watching, leave a comment, Bama, if you're in the house. Um, Bama came on, I think Sandy was on when Bama came on, like, last month, and it was during the day when I came on briefly. I know. Tracy came on, Tim came on. Tim pops on sometimes. He's our only man in Mystic Village, um, that we know of, or that comments. He's the only Mystic Village male. The only Mystic Village male left. Oh, she's dead. Oh, she saw you in a live and said, "Tell Brooke hi." Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's sweet. You guys communicate and see each other in other chats. I love that. That's cute. I haven't been on any true crime chats. I should start doing that. Okay, I'm on TikTok, and TikTok, that's probably why I'm not on here all the time. TikTok swallowed me up. Anyway, if you would not understand my TikTok is performance art, and you'd probably be like, what the freak is she doing? I just express myself over there. Um, Express yourself, don't repress yourself. So anyway, I do go into a live of a person that I follow on TikTok. Uh, so I go into that live, which is fun, but I need to go into more lives here. But I do watch, haven't been on any channels on YouTube in months, I know. Yeah. I guess like my nightly news, honestly, is watching, my nightly news is watching true crime, my nightly news before I go to bed. Does anybody else do that? Am I the only weird person out there? Hi, Eyes of Green. Oh, wow. Thank you. Welcome. Eyes of Green. I love that. Malia, how you been doing? So for the new ones watching, just to give you a little bit, we've been on here for almost 30 minutes. For the new ones watching, Malia, Sam I Am, they go way back, like 3 years ago. Carolyn's been with us for a long time. And we have what we call Mystic Village. So Mystic Village was born from, of course, my channel name, Diary of a Mystic, but we just became a village of friends and crazy women, and they've been very supportive of me the last 3 years, and not financially supportive, although some have been very kind to me generously. I can retire now. I'm kidding. No, that's not the point. But just very emotional support animals. They've been emotional support animals for me, and I really appreciate that. And we've all like, I'm sure, like Sandy just mentioned, she saw one of the subscribers, my mods, in another chat, and they know each other. And um, we've been through a lot together. Malia sent me a book that I always wanted to read. Sandy's given me her phone number. I mean, it's like that kind of thing. It's crossed over because we've just the last 3 years, girls. Well, we're we're going on 4 years next month. Holy moly, where did time go? Anyway, wow, really? 4 years ago, I started. Well, next month, 4 years ago. 4 years ago, when I started this channel, almost 4 years, was just 2 months after the whole Chris Watts thing. So you'll see a lot of videos that I did back then about NK, Chris Watts, blah, blah, blah. And it was also Kelsey Barrett kicked in after that, if you remember that case. And then Suzanne Morphew kicked in, and of course Gabby Petito. There's top five. Of course Delphi. I didn't do a whole lot on Delphi, but um, so it kicked in. You know what I mean? So hi Dee. Oh, Wilhelmino T. I like that. Wow. Welcome. Thank you for being new to the channel and welcome to the village. Um, welcome. Everybody come into that. Don't be shy. Tim is here with us. Hi, Tim. We were just talking about you. You're the only male, only Mystic Village male that we know of. Um, so we go way back and all through the years, all through the last almost 3 years, people have come, people have gone. I remember people in the beginning aren't around anymore, and I still remember them. It's just, uh, and you can always come back home and always rejoin the village because we're going to rebuild it. We're rebuilding the village, rebuilding Mystic Village 2023. That's what we're doing. We're rebuilding the village. Um, to rebuild the village. So who all is following the Idaho University case, the four uh, students? Who is, if you want to hop into chat and share what you might think is going on. Now, don't get too loopy with me and go outer limits, but like I always ask people like intuitively, what do you feel? Besides the sensationalism or the gossip or whatever. Like intuitively, what that what do you feel will be the outcome or who possibly could do this or accept, et cetera, et cetera. Following the news, but not any channels about it. Well, thank you, Malia. Yeah, it is sus. I agree. Tim, are you getting snow? I don't think Tim's getting snow where he is. I don't think. Oh, that's now you can really see me. Feel like I'm in the interrogation room. Brooke, did it? Did you do it? No. Where did you hide the money? I don't know. What money? Someone known to them either directly or indirectly. Yeah. No. LOL Mountains tickets. No, no. I didn't think so. Please have lots of info, but keeping it quiet. Yes, I agree. These cases don't get solved overnight. I agree. Yeah, party house. Question is, what y'all think of Richard Allen? Oh my God, he's like a little gremlin. He's a gremlin. So, what were the new revelations today in the Idaho case? My boyfriend just came on. What's the new revelations? I know the I know that I did watch Jay for Justice. I watched her live because I was cleaning my daughter's room which took me 45 minutes, and don't come at me and be like, "You shouldn't clean your kid's room." It was a hazmat situation. I'm like, "Are we having a yard sale? Like, what's happening?" And she popped on, so I listened to it on the phone. A cyber stalker, possibly, yes. Kids just don't get can be watched on their social media. That's so scary too, you know? Um, yeah, and I'm not 20 years old, and I'm not looking like an Instagram model like these girls were, but I get some weirdos that are like, "Hello, beautiful," or "Do you want a sugar daddy?" I get all sorts of crazy messages. I mean, I can't imagine what or who was watching what they were, especially if their profiles were public. Yeah, there's reports that Kaylee got it, uh, her father said worse than, Maddie, yeah. Well, so do you think the drug activity, the people that were targeting the children because of what their parents, like, owed them money, or I'm wondering what that theory is. What are your thoughts? Don't be shy, come in the chat. What are your thoughts? Just be kind, you know. A debt, a family thing. I kind of felt like that with Summer Wells, that there was a debt that was paid with Summer. I felt like that in that case too. Conservative city in Idaho. You also saw a gay guy missing person case. He went missing there. Really? So Moscow's pretty conservative. Does anyone know about this? It's probably a rumor or speculation, but someone left me a comment on the reading that I did, and they said, because I kept getting pulled to November 15th, that it was someone's birthday, and it was a girl, and apparently she had been bullied by, I guess, one of the girls. If someone's watching who left that comment, I can't find it now. I don't know if you deleted it or what happened, but if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and I was like, well, tell me more about that. Huh? What? Um, yeah, the knife, that was like, that was a Crocodile Dundee kind of situation. Mm-mm. Uh, yeah, debt or parents related. Should be a gun, most likely. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, supposedly. Eyes of Green, are you responding to what I just said about the girl that was bullied? This news about drugs just broke today. Did it break on the news? Where did that come from on the news? My hubby and I are purging the house as a gift to each other, making a big birdhouse. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I like that idea. That's really cute, Carolyn. Oh, okay, there it is. Hannah Clear. You didn't leave the message, but that was her name. Okay. Hannah Clear. Does anybody know what happened to her? And when I kept seeing November 15th, someone said that that was her birthday. And what's the situation with her? Okay. It's very violent. You saw it on Tarot 1111. You saw something about Hannah. See, I don't know anything about this Hannah. She died in February. Okay, so let me explain to you how I read. I will get actual birthdays for people, and it's happened on this channel when I've done lives. I get people's birthdays, and I don't ask for your birthday when I read for you, but I'll get people's birthdays. And if I got someone's birthday and it's this girl's birthday, there's a connection for me from her to this case. Okay. And if she's passed on, she stepped forward and I was given that birthday. So what happened to her? And what does she have to do with these with this with what happened? She died in February. Could be accidental or took her own life. So every reader is different, right? So if you go to all these different channels, you're going to see different readings. And the way that I read, because I'm clairvoyant as well, which means I see things in my mind's eye like a TV, and I'll have dates come to me, names come to me, initials come to me, places come to me, images of objects or people or persons come to me, landscapes come to me. So that date came to me. And when someone left the comment about Hannah, I was like, oh, well, what? Tell me more about this because there's something that's tied into Hannah to this case. So that's why this is a lot of the reasons why I came on because I wanted to find out who left that comment. She overdosed on sleeping pills. Many people think it was suicide due to bullying. What? Well, who was bullying her? Hannah worked at the university library. Who was bullying Hannah? Does uh, her brothers vowed revenge? Yeah, this is like a Friday the 13th thing. It's reminding me, and I'm not trying to be flippant, it's reminding me of 80s slasher movies. If you grew up in the 80s, it's just like one of those. I'm not trying to be stupid. That's what it reminds me of. Maddie. Okay. Maddie bullied Hannah allegedly. I'm going to say that. I don't know for sure. So, when did the bullying take place? There was no blood trail. Wow, really? Okay, Maddie was her roommate before. Hmm. Was Maddie her roommate where, I wonder? I got November 15th. So, like, if you watch that reading, I say, I'm picking up on November 15th, and then I said prior to, because it felt like November 15th was pulling stronger than the actual date of the murders. Like, I I know it all happened on November 13th, but November 15th was kinda like a magnet, and it kept moving ahead of that date. Like, "No, no, 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 no. It's this is the date. This is the date." Like, it kept doing that. Like, that was a prominent date. Like, that date felt stronger to me than November 13th, which is the literal date, and I knew that, right? So, what is it about this Hannah? And I didn't know anything about a Hannah. Hannah was born November 15th, 2000. And when did she pass? Thanks, Malia. Eyes of Green, you were shocked. It'll be someone off our radar. A lot of people are speculating about the ex-boyfriend. It makes you wanna it's very easy to see it like that, but it's not. It's somebody else, and it's relatable to Hannah. I just feel like the Hannah's a connector there, or something's trying to give information about, or she's stepping forward about something. I don't know why or what it is. Um, I don't know. Um, she died February 24th, 2022, so she died this year. Ugh. So that is 3 months after her 21st 22nd, no, 21st birthday. So she died 3 months after she turned 21. So how did everybody find out about this bullying with Hannah? Hannah's obituary of watching another reading, there is a pic of Maddie and Dylan from her friend Jack. I wonder if Maddie lived in that same place with Hannah, if Hannah had lived in that house. Had Hannah previously lived in that house? Okay. November 15th was her first. I'm going to write this down. Her first heavenly birthday. So if anybody knows what her full name is, she's born in 2000. So she passed this February, Malia's son. Okay. So November 15th this year was her first heavenly birthday. Murphy Kaylee's dog was actually not in the house at the time. It was outside, and someone took to. Oh, wow, the dog was outside. Wow. Food truck Jack, 5 hours disappearance. I've heard about this food truck guy. Um, Now, who's oh, thank you, Malia. Hannah Gwen here. Who's this Jack Showalter? So Hannah Gwen Clear, and does anybody know if she lived in that house? If she had roomed with Kaylee in the house or somewhere else, if anybody knows. I know you all are in these chats, finding out information in these groups on Facebook, so somebody knows. Just put it in chat. I know somebody's watching that knows. Did Hannah live with Kaylee in the house? Or was it somewhere else? I know somebody watching knows. Um, I could imagine, Tim, you're right. All these people are getting accused. It's crazy. Can you imagine? Oh my God. Um, it's nuts. The girl was an ex-roommate of Maddie and was bullied by Maddie. She left school. She OD'd on sleeping meds. Not that house. Okay, not that house. So I wonder if they were freshman roommates. Were they freshman roommates? I hear you, Tim. I hear you. That's what I do. I get birthdays. I get birthdays for people. Um, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it to you. It just happens. I was doing a reading for a friend. We're colleagues more. I mean, she's my friend, but I don't know a whole lot about her life. And I had a reading with her a few months ago, and I didn't know we were on camera together like this. And I didn't know that her husband was sitting next to her. I had no idea. I just thought it was her. And I said, "Oh, I also got this date, da 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 da." And then she turns and looks at someone. She looks at somebody and she's talking to them. And I'm like, "What's going on?" And it was her husband's birthday. And he was sitting right next to her. I just sometimes get that. I can't explain it. So if I got this date, Hannah's Hannah, Hannah's energy has come through. And I'm very interested about Hannah now. Um, it's crazy. YouTube gets a little wackadoodle. Malia, I know. Oh yeah, the law student next door. I think he's okay. I don't get it. I know a lot of people were like sus about him, but I don't see these girls as mean girls. I don't know. I have to disagree with that. I think Malia and Sandy might know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm not going to rule that out. And I'm not victim blaming either or victim shaming at all. But yeah, I agree with Malia and Tim and Sandy. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm just curious. Isn't DNA amazing? They discovered who the boy in the box was after like 57 years. And they were so emotional about it at the press conference because it took DNA. It took like 2 years for this DNA to come through, but they never gave up on that little boy. DNA is amazing. Unreal. DNA is amazing. Anyway, you know there has to be DNA. So, going back to Hannah, if anybody knows Hannah's connection to Maddie, when they were roommates at the university, was it freshman year? Was it 2018, 2019, 2020? Um, what year was it? Did they room together? Were there other girls? I'm just wondering. Hannah Gwen. Is it clear? I guess it's clear. Hannah Gwen Clear. Let's see. I know, right? Oh my gosh, we have 21 in chat. It's like it's a big night for us in Mystic Village. I can't believe it. It's like, whoa, it's a big night. Hey, we are rebuilding. We're rebuilding the Mystic Village. Uh, Hannah might have come through about something, but I didn't get anything else after that. So if I get a birth date and nothing else, there's a connection to that. There's a connection to those people, meaning an energetic connection that could have nothing to do with any of it. It's almost like Hannah's energy is connected to those young kids, or one of them, or two of them, almost like a trauma bond, but in the spiritual sense. In the Okay, I'm sounding crazy. It's almost like she has the trauma bond with narcissists and their victims. It's almost like there's a trauma bond type energy, maybe from Hannah, where she feels energetically or spiritually connected to them, not necessarily in the positive. You know what I mean? I'm not explaining it. She That date came through, and the date came through. Hannah didn't come through, but the date came through for Hannah. So many times I'll get birth dates because they're connected to someone. And why did I get her birth date? Because I'm trying to figure out what the connection is. And if there was alleged bullying behavior being done to her by one of the victims, how does that? It's not something to like skip over, I guess I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, Malia, talk now. Were the girls in sororities? Were Maddie and Kaylee in sororities? I guess all of them were uh, in either sororities or fraternities. I was never in a sorority, but I had a roommate in the dorm who was in a sorority, and real sweet girl. But they all looked the same. They all they all were super cute and stuff. But I was not one of them. But she was always really nice to me. She would like make mugs with like puffed paint and draw hearts on it, put my name on it and stuff, and give it to me. And everything was like pink and green. I think they were Delta Zetas, and there were turtles everywhere. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. Um, we'll explore this further. with the Hannah connection. If anybody's watching this back and you have information, the only question I want to know is when Hannah lived with Maddie, what year and where? And when did, how far apart, let's say, did Hannah move out to the point of her death? How many months in between? I guess I'm asking. DZ is pink and green. Yeah, she was DZ. It was cute though. Malia, were you DZ? Tonight's the 12/12/22 portal, so the portal's open. We're doing a live on the portal. What's that? Delta Gamma? Is that DG? Delta? I don't know what DG is. I call the Dollar General DG, so I know it's not that. What's DG mean? Nothing comes up on Google about Hannah. I don't know how people are finding out this information. It just must be, you know how it is. It's just somehow it's out there in the metaverse. Gamma. Out there in the metaverse 12/12/22 portal. Um, Hi, Marianne. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. I Googled Hannah Claire's brother and found her obituary page. Okay. Do you have a link? I'd like to read her obituary if you have a link. Hannah's last name is Claire or Claire. I don't know. Malia gave me her name Cleere. So Marianne says talk to an I guess well-known medium today, and she said this person was ex-military and a serial killer. There was no blood trail. This person killed before and will probably kill again. Wow. Who is the medium, Marianne? Clear, yeah. Someone named Jack added a picture of Maddie and her roommate Dylan. Okay. But it got deleted. Okay. Thanks for the link, Malia. Malia's on top of it tonight. She's like, boom. Um, Malia's fast. You need your taxes done? Drop it. You need to look up somebody right now on Facebook and you don't, she's Zoom. She's there. You need to do a people search in reverse. Thanks, Malia. Oh, Sandy ran to it. Sandy's in the second running, coming up close to Malia. Malia. Delta Gamma's in the running. Sandy's right behind her. Okay, girls, calm down. Calm down. You both ran for it. I love it. making you work tonight. Uh, I'll look that up later. Actually, I could do it right now, later. What am I saying? Alright. Copy, paste. Let's see. Oh gosh. Is this it? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, look at look at her face. Oh, man. She's adorable. Hannah Hannah came back for revenge. This is Hannah's revenge. What? There was Imagine if it was Hannah Claire related and they killed all of them for revenge. Tim, I swear to God. I'm not kidding, average Reddit thread. Probably. Looks like me. She does. It's Little Brooke. What? Okay. So you're telling me this little cute, sweet girl was rooming with Maddie Gonsalves. Really? How is that gonna work? I'm sorry. That's not gonna work. 'Cause Hannah's over there trying to do her homework, and here she comes 2, 3 a.m. with God knows who. No, Hannah's like, put on her earphones. No, it's not happening. Trust me. I had many roommates in college, and I was Hannah when I was a freshman. I was like, I don't know where I am and why I'm here. What the hell's this? Um, way. No way. I'm sorry, I said it. I'm sorry, it's true. Girls like that don't hang out with girls like that. We all know this. Just say it like it is. Girls like that don't hang out with girls like that. Was everybody else thinking the same thing? I almost said that. She has a brother named Scott. No, that's not Hannah's Vibe Tribe. Um, yeah, so let's look at her. So, okay, so there's pictures that you can click on. Oh, yeah, she looked like a very sweet girl. Lots of pictures. Um, I wonder where she was from. Very, very, wow, lots of pictures. They go all the way back to when she was little. Yeah, she's a sweet girl. So, so she was from Moscow. Hannah was. Okay, Hannah was born in Boise, Idaho. So she passed away in her home in Moscow, Indiana. She lived in Washington, Texas, Oregon, Wisconsin. Oh wow, so she a lot of different places. Hannah graduated from in Meridian 2019. Okay, that gives me a timeline. Then she moved to Moscow to attend the University of Idaho. So she graduated high school in May. She started freshman year in 2019. Okay. So I wonder if she was rooming with her in the fall of that year. I'm just, um, right. I wonder if they went to high school together, if there's more to this. Marion says I could believe she was bullied by those girls. I wonder where this information came out at about her being bullied. Oh my gosh, my laptop almost died. Glad I saw that. Okay. Um, uh, Hannah was a junior. She was a junior when she passed. Okay, so she died. She was a junior in college. She was still in college. Okay. She's majoring in English. I majored in English. Minor in Spanish. I didn't do that. She planned to get a master's degree in library science. Do you know librarians make really good money? That's no joke. Don't 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 hate on the library scientists. Apparently librarians, library science people make good money. Um, there was another roommate at some point. Somebody filled Tim in. Apparently, well, oh, apparently, allegedly, I'll say allegedly, Hannah was bullied by Maddie, the real gorgeous one, and they were roommates, a party house. Oh yeah, the Gift of Fear book. I haven't finished that yet. Can you believe that? There is like one library per region. True, but you're doing pretty good in that small little town. If you're like in library sciences, that's all I'm gonna say. Um, okay, thanks, Sandy. Oh, OMG, Maddie info about Hannah. Okay. Social media does attract crazy people for sure. We've seen them in chat. One of the girls may have dormed with Hannah and bullied her. Thank you, Susie Q. Is it true that a neighbor's camera caught a masked man that night by the house? Yeah. Susie Q. Thank you, Susie Q. So, okay, here's an article Sandy dropped. Click on it. It says, who was Hannah Clear? Madison Mogan's rumored ex roommate killed herself after being bullied. This is a real article on Emmy 3 days ago. Okay, so Madison, it was Madison's roommate. So Kaylee's best friend, the other blonde, right? So Madison. Why was I thinking Kaylee? I don't know. Anyway. Um, Want me to read? So, oh my gosh, here we go. Um, so a new hypothesis recently circulated on Twitter. So this came from Twitter. I guess this is where this started. That one of the victims in an Idaho murder case was a bully. And their actions had led to the suicide of Madison Mogen's former roommate. Mhm. Online sleuths, which is us, have independently investigated the Idaho murder case and have devised several theories about why someone would want to kill the four victims. A new hypothesis recently circulated on Twitter that one of the victims in an Idaho murder case was a bully, and their actions had caused a former roommate to take her own life. A Twitter user claimed, oh my God, the I'm telling you all, the quadruple homicide is connected to Hannah Clear. It is connected to Hannah. This isn't ex-lover wanted to take revenge, or the garbage man saw them from afar, or the handyman was in there fixing their light switches, or it was the professor down the hall. This has the storyline of every great slasher movie from the 80s, where they come back and seek revenge at everybody at what's it called? What was the Camp Crystal Lake? It took one person, okay? There's a connection here. So let me read uh let me read your chat. Ooh, I like that quote, Malia. Okay. Tim, oh my God. You got chills. Okay. Hannah, depression's so very hard to fit in, especially with very social people. Too bad this girl is not in dorm. Micah's son is a very shy person in college. They say the brother of Hannah swore revenge. Going back. Look, Sandy, we have 28 people in chat. Okay, so I'm reading this article. I'm not making this up. A Twitter user claimed the quadruple homicide is connected to Hannah Clear, who was supposedly an ex-roommate and shared her dorm room with one of the Idaho victims. As per the claims made in the tweet, they bullied and harassed Clear, I'll say Hannah, who eventually took her own life February 24th, 2022, which was this year. So they were killed 2 days before Hannah's birthday, which was her first heavenly birthday. Hannah took her life in February. She shared a dorm with one of the victims and got bullied. Her birthday is November 15th. With the post, the user has even shared two images. One is one of Hannah Clear when she was born. Okay, they're not showing it. Okay, there it is. Someone from Instagram said Madison Mogen's post after she died, commenting, "You deserved everything that happened to you, especially after what you did to that poor girl." Oh, someone had posted on Madison's post after she died. You elitists, okay, that's what Malia was sharing. You elitists are all the same. I'll be reserving my spit once they properly bury you. Holy shit. Someone, wow. Someone named My Corgi Stories on Instagram left that comment. when Madison Mogan shared Hannah Clear's obituary. Okay. Wow. Alrighty then. Okay. Thanks, Marianne. If you have a channel name, just drop it in chat. Look at you, Sandy. Welcome in, everybody. See, we're rebuilding the village again. Uh, no one should be bullied, period. It is awful. Okay, I'm going to finish reading this. So, and Hannah shared this. I'm sorry, Hannah did not share this. Madison shared this on her Instagram. So it must have been this year. And she shared it. And people like, my corgi stories left that comment. You deserved everything that happened to you, especially after what you did to that poor girl. You elitists are all the same. I'll be reserving my spit once they properly bury you. And then someone else wrote, okay, my corgi stories responded to someone and said she deserved it. Each and every one of them deserved what they got. Karma finally caught up to the horror all of her gang did to that little girl back then. So the gang would be the 4 students. So holy moly. So who said that Hannah's brother's name is Scott? Somebody said that earlier. It does, doesn't it, Sandy? I agree. Okay, so this article says that the bullying theories were pushed by internet conspiracy theorists. Uh, hello? How many things have come to pass that were conspiracy theories? If you agree with me, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. There's absolutely no proof about these theories hold any water or if they even have a shred of truth to them. All right, that's the article. Interesting. Okay. That's the article. Yeah. So oh my gosh, Sandy, we have 31 in chat. Okay. I'm going back to Hannah Clear's obituary. She's really, really smart, this girl. Holy moly. She was employed at the university library. Hannah was most content, curled up with a good book, indulging in novels and stories. Oh, from a myriad of genres and eras, including poetry. Yep, Hannah also enjoyed spending time with family and friends and could always be relied on for a warm smile and dry sense of humor. Hannah loved listening to music, rock, indie, pop, alt, but especially the Studio Ghibli soundtracks. I don't know what that is. Her hobbies included video games, baking, and walking in nature. She also loved her pets, and she had a guinea pig named Cookie. Oh my God, stop. We have 2 guinea pigs. Okay, this is killing me. The family cat they named the cat Pumpkin. Oh my God, stop. And her 2 fish, SpongeBob and Patrick. Oh my God, that's adorable. If you're coming into chat, I'm talking about Hannah. Okay, so she was preceded in death by her grandparents, uncle, survived by her grandparents, 2 siblings, Scott A. and Catherine Cat Clear. So she does have a brother named Scott, as well as uncles, aunts, and cousins. Okay, so she was buried in Utah. Um, there's something about bullying that especially being so young and you're so impressionable or insecure or you have anxiety or social anxiety or you're trying to fit in, bullying can last years with people. It just doesn't go away. I'll get over it, or you know what I mean? Hannah looks related to me. Hannah and I have a lot in common, but bullying stays with the person and could stay with them for the rest of their life. And if this was true, and if it was from uh, a group of people, not just from one, when you're bullied by a group, it's way different than just one on one. And I say that from experience. If you're bullied by a group, it cuts deeper than just one on one. And we don't know if this is true or not. We don't know if it's true about how she died or why she died or what happened or if Madison actually did bully her. But for the reasons why I'm so interested, and you're like, why are you all up about Hannah? It's because I got that date and I didn't know why, and it was so strong for me. And when someone left me a comment today and said, uh, was talking about this Hannah who was bullied, and that was her birthday. And she she was only in school for 2 years, from 2019 to 2020 to 2021, and then 3 months later, she died. And at what point was she roommates with one of the victims? So she was a junior when Hannah died, she was a junior. And do you remember do you remember when Sex in the City and they were gonna come out with And Just Like That on HBO Max, which I watched, by the way. I got sucked into it, and I'm like, "Why am I watching this? Why am I doing this to myself?" Because I, like, refused to watch it because Samantha refused to come back on the show, and Sarah Jessica Parker, SJP, she had set, um, I want to say Samantha. What's the actress's real name? Damn stink bugs. You just see that landed on my head. Uh, God, what's her name? Anyway, sent her condolences or something, or did something. Remember, you guys remember that? And she like clapped back at her on Instagram, on social media. What are you talking about with this fakeness? You never cared before, and you're trying to act all like, you know what I mean? It was just super duper fake, and she called her out on it. Um, I think when people call out people on social media sometimes that know that person and tell it like it is, I wouldn't dismiss that. You know what I mean? She was a junior. There are good people in the world, Susie Q. I agree. I don't know who Psychic Violetta is. Um, Many psychics are getting different things. They may be similar things. It's also dependent upon how they're uh, reading, their gifts that they have, their strongest gifts. If they're uh, writing things down, if they're using cards or whatever they're doing, they're going into a trance or a meditation or um, who was I watching that I stumbled upon this morning? It popped up in my algorithm. I can't remember the channel's name. She was pretty good too. Can't remember it. Darn it. Anyway, there's good readers here. Um, Annie and Matta would have most likely been in the same class. What's wrong with my mic? Hello? Come in. Is my mic bad? Am I cutting out? Uh, Let me check my signal. Oh.